Hello, everyone, and welcome to our call. We are grateful that you are here with us this evening for guess what? The last session of the Becoming series for 2020. And hasn't 2020 been an amazing year? You're going to hear about the phenomenal journey we are all on together and the amazing lives we are impacting for generations to come. So, our names, Beverly and
Johnny Grandison.
yes, and we are your hosts for tonight. We are a group of like minded, multifaceted Black entrepreneurs from various walks of life and places in life. And you're going to hear a lot of that. And what you have hopefully experienced over these last couple of months is the different hosts and different topics and the insightful set of panelists that we've had. Oh man, haven't we gotten amazing reviews?
It's been great. I think, this is just one of many in the series. And I think a lot of people have gotten the opportunity to see and be exposed to not only what we do and who's doing it, but the successes that we've had in doing so to change people's lives.
Yeah, so I'm totally pumped and excited about this set of panelists tonight because you're going to get a glimpse inside of our experiences, including an amazing vehicle we found that has helped significantly influence our process of becoming the women and gentlemen now that you see in front of you tonight. Now, that being said, as you observe our stories and know that we are absolutely not making any type of claims to treat or cure any specific diseases or conditions, nor are we making any income claims. We could, couldn't we, y'all, right? But we're not. And you know what? This series has been an amazing platform that we hope has empowered you to embrace an entrepreneurial mindset of success. Now, you know what I'm happy to do, Johnny, is you really just let you all get to know these panelists because we know them all personally. And that's what's been the beautiful thing about this community. Like, really, we've become super friends watching kids grow up together, on our ups and our downs together, laugh together, cry together, and just encourage each other. And it has been nothing short of a phenomenal journey for Johnny and I.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, when you think about when you're younger, how you wanted to do things with your best friends or your family members. And this business really has given us the opportunity to have our friends, whether someone we knew before or people we've just, recently met, and we build this business together as friends and as family members. And so it's very few things that we have the opportunity to do that. Oftentimes we don't have the skill sets to do what our parents did or desire. Our kids don't have a desire to do what we did because it was real work. And so this business really gives us the opportunity to have fun, generate income, as well as change lives. And so I think this is something that many of you can take an opportunity and just look at and see if it's for you.
Yeah, so because this is, of course, a special series, right? And we're discussing truly why we said yes to this amazing opportunity, this amazing company, and just the amazing community of people. Why do we stay in this thing, right? So, of course, I want to absolutely start us off with our good friend, Lisa. And Lisa is a sales coordinator. And for those of you who don't understand the titles right now, for if you're new, just coming on for the first time, don't worry about that. I will tell you that is mid-level leadership level, okay? So it's mid-level. And Lisa lives in South Carolina. And we were fortunate to get to meet Lisa at one of a regional conference. And we were so excited to see each other. And I will tell you, it's been 15 years for us. And Lisa's going to tell you more of her story, but we have locked arms. And when I tell you ride or die, yes, we're going to get old together. And you're going to hear me say that a lot about the panelists. And we are going to experience an amazing life that we want everyone listening to experience. So, Lisa, can you take it away?
Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to be here with you guys. I am a children's ministry director, an aging well specialist, and a certified health coach. I am also a single mom of adult daughters. My entrepreneurial journey began when my body was in crisis. So, like an estimated 50 million other Americans, I live with chronic pain every day. And then the treatments that I was using at the time only provided little relief, and they were extremely painful. And then I needed to turn around and repeat them every couple of months. Well, I was in search. I was on the hunt for better relief, and I decided to try plant powders. Well, y'all, I wasn't not looking for a business, but God knew that I needed one. And in his goodness, he dropped one right in my lap. And I was attracted to it because I was able to offset the cost of my products. And y'all, these products changed my life. I mean, drastically, because I was so excited because instead of temporary relief, I found that flooding my body with fruits and vegetables and other lifestyle changes provided long-term relief that I needed to get my body out of crisis. So I have found great joy in my business. It provides me a sense of fulfillment, a sense of accomplishment, and I get to develop the helper's high that Dr. Bill Sears talks about. So, y'all, I have made thousands of dollars over the past 10 years. And oh, by the way, like Beverly said, the community of like-minded folks that I get to do business with is priceless, just priceless. I am a proud entrepreneur, and I'm glad that I said yes to this business. And I look forward to a bright future, leaving a legacy for my daughters.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm all excited and I can't wait because Lisa said about that legacy, which is so huge. And then I'm just excited because you're going to hear so many more reasons why you absolutely want to lock arms with us and truly inspire healthy living around the world like we are. And I'm telling y'all, this is genuine. This is from the heart. This is real. And we hope that's what you truly feel. Okay. So, Lisa, thank you for that. And the next one I'm going to call on is Marjorie. Marjorie is, I love Marjorie. She's our millennial. And I will tell you, mover and shaker. Okay. And I've just been, I adore this young lady because she's focused and knows what she wants and she's going after it. And our goal, especially, Fabulous 50. I'm smelling myself as I tell y'all all the time. We want to pour into this next generation, right? We want them to be stronger, wiser, better than us. And so I'm excited that Marjorie wants to hang out with us, old folks and share and us learn from her and then she learned from us. And then you're going to hear even more dynamics of what Margie and her family has going on. So Margie, Kenya.
So I'm so excited that I get to be here and share the screen with all of these wonderful ladies. I have to say that the reason why I decided to do this in the very first place is I had an opportunity to go to Phoenix, Arizona, and to be a part of a convention that our wellness community throws twice a year. And I had no idea what I was going to be able to walk into. My mother just basically said, you need to come here. One, it'll be a little vacation for you. And two, you're going to like it. So I trusted her. And for those of you who heard my stories on the previous Becoming, to understand that I just took the plunge based upon her word. So when I walked into the convention center, I looked around and there was thousands of people completely engaged and focused on the main stage speaker. And the main stage speaker was Dr. Jan Roberto. And she was sharing about the importance of female nutrition and wellness. And for me, it took me a moment to let it all sink in. I was just, wow, I finally found my community. I finally found the people that care for their health and the health of those around them as much as I always have. So that was my first introduction to this whole thing, this whole incredible opportunity that we have. And I just feel very, very thankful that I finally found my community. Then the next day, I get to go back in and I see all the same faces, all happy, all excited, all glowing because if you know, it's beauty from the inside out, right? So the main stage speaker was a young girl, a young lady who had come all the way from the United Kingdom to share with us what she was doing in her business and how her mindset had really shifted from a place of just being bored and doling and going through mundane life at her dad's desk job to thriving. And here she is speaking to thousands of people, and I get the opportunity to hear from her. And so for me, I felt so excited because I was like, I can do this. I not only can I continue to follow my passions about in doing entrepreneurship globally, but I can do this just as a normal person, and I get to be excited around my community of people as well. So I'm very thankful for what this business has afforded me. You know, I love the fact that now I'm a mother of 2 children. I have an 8-month-old baby and an 8-year-old daughter, and I was able to gradually remove myself from a career that didn't allow me to spend time with them the way that I wanted to, didn't allow me to engage in their life and be present. With this, I can do that. I get to engage globally with people every day on these Zoom calls like this, and it is incredible to me. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity. I also get to do business with my mother, who you'll hear from soon. And I continue to say yes to this business because I understand that it's creating some stability for me. It's creating financial options for me. It's creating time freedom that I could never have had in my hospitality career before this. So I'm very thankful, and I really hope that my story will inspire some others my age to take a look at this.
And that is so great for Marjorie. You know, you don't really get a feel to understand how, you know, these millennials, they're looking for something and they don't realize that this is something that could really change their whole life for generations to come. You know, often, you know, we go to work and we make enough money to pay the bills and we spend it, so we're broke again, so we go back to work, and then we make enough money to pay the bills and we spend it, so we go back to work. And so Margie has put herself in a position where she's making money continually that, you know, will be supplemental. And so as she continues to matriculate, she's built an income that could rival many of her peers. And so, but she gets the time to share with her family and the kids. And so that is so important. And so now we move on to.
Wait, but before you move on, right, I just want to say, Margie, I mean, was it not like fun this year that we had to miss our virtual conferences? Oh my goodness. But, you know, the company did an amazing job virtually, globally, bringing so much together for us, you know, just minus me hugging you guys. It was awesome. So yeah.
You nailed it. I get to go on Zoom to Dubai on Mondays. I get to go to UK. I get to go to Australia. I get to go back to the US. And some days I get to go to Malaysia and Singapore. So I have fun. I get to travel when we're still on lockdown, and that doesn't, you know,
amazing.
I get to see all my friends that way.
Yep, amazing.
And so the person that was partially responsible for this brilliant young lady is Miss Denise Fidelia and her husband Pat. You know, they've done a great job. She's a senior sales coordinator out of Charlotte, and she's just someone who loves on people. You know, we've often had conversations with one another where we just talk about the impacts that we can have, you know, from the influence that we have, and just how we can change lives. You know, and that's been just, you know, beautiful to see, especially in our communities. And so, without further ado, I'll go ahead and introduce Denise. Take it away.
Yeah, and Denise has actually been to our home. Her and her husband. We've hung out. Yeah, I love it.
My name is Denise Fidelia. I am a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a nana, I'm a professional organizer and a health and wellness advocate. My why for joining this business is to leave a legacy and wealth for my children and generations to come. So as a young couple with 4 children, Marjorie being my oldest, my husband and I were seriously concerned about our future when family members and friends were passing away too young due to poor lifestyle choices. And we had to make that decision. If we didn't make that shift, we were going in that same path. So we started adding more fruits and vegetables to our diet. We did the juicing and all that kind of stuff that we could just to improve our health, right? But fast forward 6 years ago, we were introduced to this business and we found an easy way to add a lot of healthy habits. One, with juicing, we don't have to juice anymore. We take the products and it's simple. Less than a couple seconds, we're getting that benefit of the juicing. So we've done that. We've added that into it. We've also, since joining this community, we've been surrounded by awesome people, such as you see on this panel right here. And we've learned so many other healthy ways to improve our health. So we're so thankful for that. We do believe we're on the right track now to increase the longevity of our family. And really, I got to give God the glory for that, because it's so important for us to keep plugging at what we're doing. So working this business with my daughter, you know, it has been a lot of fun. Marjorie talked about driving the bus. It's an inside story, but we have a great time with that. We're so thankful that we can do this business, making supplemental income, and you know, just sharing products and the business opportunity with others. So we are living this legacy. I do believe that, as a mother and daughter team. And we believe that our family will continue to reap the benefits of this business for generations to come. So I'm just going to ask you, I'm hoping that you guys would really seriously take a look at this opportunity for you and your family as well.
Awesome. Mother-daughter team. See, I'm loving families working together. So thank you, Marjorie. Thank you, Denise. All right. So our next one, I actually have something in common with, okay, because, and Sanja will tell you, Sanja, and what we didn't say is Denise is a senior sales coordinator. So that is upper level management and leadership levels. And Sanja is a QSSC. Yes, about to be SSC. Yes.
Yes.
So again, if you're just joining us, okay, and you don't understand those titles, don't worry about that, because that is not what it's really important. But what's important that you understand that these panelists have been with this company for a while, okay? And we continue to say yes year after year, which is amazing. Now, Sanja and I are in the mental health world together, right? And she's going to tell you that. We met years ago in Savannah, Georgia. Her and her husband, we actually went to breakfast together. So the amazing thing about this community is, right, you find out that people are close to you somewhere and you start connecting. And then we just started to cross-level strengths. And I always tell everybody, iron sharpens iron. And that's what we've done. And so we just love her and Don together. And she is going to share her why and what makes her stay with this amazing company and opportunity.
Absolutely. And when we went to breakfast with you and Johnny, you guys know my husband was like, they don't serve any meat here. What? And we have come a long way since then, but forever thankful for the fellowship that started then. That was 5 years ago. And I tell you, I have just loved every minute of it. I live in Kathleen, Georgia, and I've spent most of my career as a clinical social worker, a college professor, and a wellness strategist. So coming into this business after being invited to take a look by a colleague, it was just it was a bell going off. It was a light bulb moment for me, because I had spent a life exhausted and low iron and low energy, and I just thought that was my life, and that was what I was destined to experience for the rest of my life. And when I heard about these plant powders and these protein shakes and the Tower Gardens, it all just made sense to me. And 2 weeks later, I was in California, in Sacramento, taking a bigger look at this business. I said yes, because I could see a future with more time freedom. I could see a future without me trading hours for dollars. I was working in my private practice, which I've enjoyed every position I've had. I feel like I've been very fortunate that way. Whether I was working in schools, hospitals, agencies, it didn't matter. I loved serving people. And so I thought that my last stop, when I finally did a switch and I stopped teaching full time at the university. And instead, I went in my practice full time. I was a business owner and I thought, this is it. You know, it doesn't get any better than this. But what I realized over time is I don't know if I said I'm a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And that last piece, I'm telling you guys, that's special. For those of you who have kids, the grandkids are way better. So, I mean, they're my favorite people on the planet, and they know it. But what I was spending all this time working because I always multitasked and brought in, other streams of income, so I could pay for their experiences. But then, I was stuck in my office behind the walls, and I knew that there had to be a better way. It took me some time to realize, hey, wait a minute, it's 9 o'clock and you're just going home every night just to wake up and do that all over again. And so I saw this business as a way to just free me from those walls. I'm a personal wellness strategist still, and I still teach classes when I get ready because I'm a lifelong learner. And I teach because I'm a lifelong learner, because I believe I'm one of those people who believe that every experience, every encounter is designed to teach me something. And I'm forever searching for what that is. So I've learned so much from this group of people, and I know that I can call on them. It doesn't even matter what I need, I can call on them. And I know that they have answered me because I have called on them. And there's nothing like the support that you get from these like-minded people in this community. So for all of those reasons, yes, my grandkids love going to Disney, especially pre-COVID, and they love going to SeaWorld. That's their favorite. And one of their other favorite is Christmas in the Mountains. And I mean, this is one of the reasons why I stay in this business. I said yes back then because I could see that it would change my life and my energy level. And I'm on no medications. And I believe I'm the senior in this group. So no medications, being able to do this and have the energy to spend with boys. I mean, my grandkids are boys and they still think I'm cool. So I owe this business all of that because that was one of the primary reasons I did it, because I wanted to spend more time with them and because I wanted to have the finances to do whatever I need to do. And I wanted to be able to show them the business world and that you don't have to trade time for dollars. I'm just hoping other cool grandmothers out there would take a look at this business, and young people too. So we won't exclude you, but Marjorie hit that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So thank you, Sanja. So my hip grandma, and I've heard so many times, right? Grandparents always say that experience is even better than their kids. So that's exciting. And I'm so glad that we have crossed paths. And thank you so much for sharing. So, all right, the next one, Michelle is a qualifying national marketing director, and she hails in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And oh my goodness, this is definitely one of my besties, right, in this company and business. And we have totally locked arms. For those of you just joining us again, and thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us, because you're hearing some dynamic stories. But qualifying national marketing director is one level below the top level. And that is exciting, y'all. That is exciting because it takes some work to get there. And so you're going to hear about Michelle. But what we know about Michelle is definitely it kick the door down type, no nonsense lady. Of course, I'm feeling myself in the 50s since I'm 50 now, right? So I think I'm old, right? She's a young lady. But she has all that technical digi world down, and she's teaching us and keeping me and Dr. Nailani squared away a lot of times, and we are so grateful. Again, you heard Sanja say this community. You heard all of these panelists. You're going to keep on hearing them say that because it's real. It is so real. So Michelle, go ahead, take it away.
Thank you, Beverly and Johnny. Oh my goodness, this panel is just full of amazing people. I have to say that. And what is my why for saying yes to this business 9 years ago? First of all, I'll share that I am a wife, a mother, a former IT professional, and also a health coach. And so I said yes 9 years ago because, to be real, I have always been financially independent. And even though I'm married, I always just knew how to, manage my money, knew how to do all these things. And so in 2010, when I lost my job and we were reeling from the recession of 2008 and lost not one home, but two homes, I mean, it killed me to not be able to contribute to my family. So when I heard of this business in 2011, not only did it pique my interest because it was all around helping people get healthy, which has always been an underlying passion for me, but it also was a way for me to make some extra income. So that felt good to know that I could be bringing in some supplemental income and not being totally reliant on my husband, right? And so that was just the beginning of my why. And so it has just grown into so much more than I ever expected. I really just thought, hey, I'm going to be making some extra income, helping to pay for the products that I use because the products are amazing. It helped to get my family so much healthier. And what occurred after that has grown my why exponentially. So now I have a team of people that I get to work with and that I get to help with their finances also, because I've been there. I've been there when the struggle was real. And I've been there where now I lost that independence and I felt like, it's just a feeling that if you're someone that likes to have that in control, it can be hard and it can be humbling. And so that experience really drove me to be really passionate about what this business is. It is a real business and I treat it like a business. And so it has paid me well. And I'm really grateful for not only the business, but the community, the people that I get to work with, the team that I get to now share what I have done and what I have experienced with them. So it's just been an incredible time. And then my kids, they have been there from the beginning. They were babies when I started doing this, 1 and 3 years old. They have watched me grow into this entrepreneur, and they see how I do public speaking, and they have seen the growth in me over all these years. And between that, my children, and me wanting to have that independence and help to contribute to the family, those are my whys. And it just continues. I feel like my why continues to grow all the time. There's just so many ways in which I can spread my wings to help other people. And so my why keeps growing, but that's where it started. It started with a hope to be able to bring in something to help with the family, and it has grown and blossomed. And now I get to help other people bring in income into their families, and my kids get to watch me be this leader and independent entrepreneur. It's just phenomenal. So those are my whys. I am blessed to be a part of this. And I say, if you have not already taken a serious look, take a look at this. The worst, what's the worst that can happen? Really, the worst that can happen is that you got to be a part of something truly incredible, whether you do a little or a lot. I mean, it's incredible. So say yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle.
Definitely. Thank you, Michelle. Because, one of the things you get to see is that many of us have different journeys. We came through different things, but just the drive and just the passion and the goals that were set forth are something that, all of us are saying that it wasn't always easy, but it was worth it. If we're, God willing, if we're able to live long enough, next year we're going to be doing something. And 3 years from now, we're going to be doing something. And 5 years from that, we'll still be doing something. And so this is something that, time allows you to still be on your side because it's part-time magic, and so it doesn't stop you or prohibit you from doing other things, but it gives you options. And that's part of what life is really about. So thank you, Michelle. And now we switch over to Daryl.
A dude.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Awesome.
And I tell you, Daryl has truly been an inspiration to me and to so many others. You know, he was one of the first gentlemen I met with the company, and he's continued to sow into us through both the good times and the bad times, to continue to share us to move on. And he's leaving a legacy as he continues to progress in the company, and just as a great friend. You know, when you get a chance to hear a story and the transformations that have taken place, and just the heart of wanting all to do better and succeed. He's truly, you know, that force behind many of us. So he is in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's just a great guy. So Daryl, turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Johnny and Beverly, and it's a privilege to be here this evening and to be surrounded with all these great sisters, women who are really successful. And so I'll put a little footnote down and come back to that for you single guys later. But, you know, 39 years ago when I was taught growing up to go to school, get good grades, work hard and all that kind of stuff, and then find a job in corporate America. And that's what I did. And I pursued that. And then kind of got into a thing where as I got into that experience, there were some things that were lacking, where I didn't feel like I had the, I was looking for economic independence. After a few years, 5 years of in corporate America, financial analyst, I realized that, in the politics that go on, I was like, man, I don't know if this is my path. And so I started looking for economic independence, what I call career flexibility, and really autonomy. I want to determine what happens with me. And so, I was dissatisfied that my pay, my time, and my impact was being dictated by somebody else or determined by somebody else. And basically, so I started looking. And so when I got introduced to this by my brother some years ago, 32 years ago now, at first I was not interested. But then as I took a hard look, a really serious look at it, then I realized the founder and president of this company, his vision statement was to build a stable and lasting company that will help as many people as possible realize their dreams. Not his dream, not the corporation dream, but their dreams. And that resonated with me. I finally said, man, I think I found what I'm looking for. I found the path, the vehicle, and the platform for me to go forward and do what I need to do. And I could do that without quitting my job, do it on a flexible basis, but really pursue it. I'm a former college football player, so I'm very competitive. Currently a nonprofit executive with a global nonprofit that focuses on eliminating poverty. I'm a healthy living advocate. I certainly believe in that. And then father and grandfather. And so I have 5 adult children, 1 grandchild. We have what we call a children's health study. And it is surveying and looking at people's health through children and families who take these products and what's happening. Well, I can tell you for 5 kids, all of my kids went through school. One year, my 3 boys, none of them missed school. They had perfect attendance. None of them got sick. All they do is go to the doctor for checkups. So that right there, it just locks this whole thing in. And so when the company came out with this mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, that just reinforced me and locked me in even more. And so I've been pursuing it ever since then. I said I play football, I'm a large individual. As you get out of actively doing that and then work and sitting behind a computer and desk and eating and what have you, you start to gain a few pounds. But I've been on a journey with this Shred 10 program that we have and this lifestyle change program. And I'll say this, not to focus on weight loss, but I've lost 104 pounds. And I'm looking to do another 100, okay? And so, I grew up with some bad eating habits, and I got to that point and kept that going. And it just caused me to feel some sense of shame about myself. And this has helped me to lift that burden and get that albatross out of my life so I can move forward. And I'm interested in living a life of abundance and then inspiring other people to live a life of abundance. And I hope as you listen to this and listen to all these stories and a couple of more to come after me, that something will resonate with you, something will touch you to say, not so much make a decision, but say, I need to know more. And then talk to the person who invited you here tonight and get with them and get a great understanding. I promise you, I have no regrets about this. It's one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in my life, and I'll continue to move forward. I want to help other people become what I call career self-reliant, health self-reliant, not be just because to be self-reliant in the money, but because that puts them in a position to serve others, serve their community. And that's what makes us like our Father in heaven. And that's what's important to me. So thanks for allowing me to be here, allowing me to share. And Beverly and Johnny, love you guys. And guys, again, it's a 7-to-1 ratio. So pay attention to that, put a little footnote down and keep that in mind, because I testified to you about what's happening in this company.
And I'm telling you, there's some dynamic women. Oh my
It
goodness.
is.
Truly. So thank you for sharing, Daryl. And Daryl has been around since water filter days. For those of you, again, thank you all for, because I keep seeing people jumping on and joining, and you're hearing amazing stories from our awesome business partners that we have come to just love so much over the years. And so we're going to keep on going, because our next person is Josephine. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, Josephine, I didn't even know much about Josephine, but I love her name because that's my mama's name. And so immediately that was the connection, me and Josephine. And Josephine's not from this country. My mom's not from this country. And I was like, anybody with that name has got to be dynamic. And guess what? She lives up to that. So talking about a super encourager, I love Josephine on our team. And understand this, for those new people and you're watching this for the first time, you might not understand some of this stuff. I don't think, except the mother-daughter team, none of us are getting paid off of each other. None of us are connected monetarily, okay? Which means we're all what we call sidelines, cousins, whatever you want to call them. But we have come together as one team, one mission to truly impact lives for generations to come in. Josephine, she is just ball of fire. I love her energy. And so Josephine, take it away.
Thank you so much. Wow. Just to be among this incredible panelists is an honor. And to piggyback on what you just said, Beverly, I am in this business because of all of you. I could have quit because it's not easy. You don't come in and treat it like a hobby and you get to grow in this business. You come in, if you treat it like a job, you will get somewhere with it. And this incredible community is the reason why I'm still here today. They just loved me and took me in. I loved on them, and we are supporting each other. You heard about community all around. That's one of the reasons why I'm in it. The emotional revenue that you get out of this community, out of this organization, you cannot put a price tag on it, guys. And I call it my happy bubble. Let me give you a quick story. When we were in Tampa, Florida, a couple of years ago, I went with my daughter when she was turning 16. That was a birthday trip. And she looked at me and she said, "Mom, are these people genuinely happy? Everybody is just so excited, so smiling." And I said, "Baby, yes, they're not faking it. We are all on some kind of happy pill." And what's that happy pill? It's really the plant powders. When you feel good from the inside, you can't help but just radiate that joy. And that's what this has been. But the reason why I came into it and this opportunity found me is through my child. We had a health crisis for 3 years. And so I focus more on the immunity research. They have 39 plus and counting research, but the immunity research is what kept me. When I saw my son who had been sick for 3 years, remember, we are not claiming cure in anything we are saying, but we know when you flood your body with good nutrition, amazing things happen. Your body heals itself. God knew why He gave us fruits, vegetables, and grains in the Garden of Eden. God knew in the Genesis why plants are the healing for the nation, because food can actually give us healing. My son's health was amazing. Immune system was strengthened. His asthma was under control. After 3 years of suffering, guess what? When he went back to school after 4 to 6 months of using these plant powders, he's never missed a day of school since then. And that's one of the things why I'm in this community, knowing that my business is actually giving globally. This is a global giving and healthy community. So when you are a part of this, you're actually a part of providing, support for the St. Jude's Hospital. You're a part of providing support with the Hunger Fund of America, Boys and Girls Club of America. My few cents are helping globally. Which other better place could I want to be than in this community? And the other thing is the time and financial flexibility, guys. Let me tell you, last night when we were doing practice, I was stuck on a road somewhere. I had to pull up on the side of the road and join my peeps over here, and we got it done. But why am I doing that? Because I'm looking for time and more financial options. Can I tell you that moving into 2021, I am gladly able to work one less a day because this opportunity has filled in that one day's worth of income. And my big vision is to be able to do this full time, like most of my sisters and brother here, and just be able to do it from home and just be able to just love on people. So my question to you is this: do you find joy in serving others? If you find in serving other people, do not look any farther. You are in the right place. So whoever invited you here tonight, just ask them more about it. And this is it, guys. And so where am I right now? In the book of Habakkuk in the Bible, 2 verse 2, it says, write out your vision clearly and give it to God. So my vision is to be able to sit in my village in Africa and to be able to support the vulnerable communities there while this company is giving me that supplemental income. But you got to put the work in now, Josephine. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm seeing it happen. I'm seeing it to pass. So what do you desire? What are those dreams you've been putting under the shelf? You can dream again, guys. Yeah, I always wanted to do more. And I'm an arts educator. I just got my master's, but it wasn't filling the void. But this right here, I am walking in my purpose and I feel so fulfilled. So I'm forever grateful. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And Josephine, by chance, did you mention that you were a nurse? Did you mention that?
Yes, I'm a nurse educator.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure people understood that one day is pretty neat to be able to say, I don't have to work. So Josephine, just love the vision, love the goals and dreams, because we are supposed to be dreaming. So, all right. So our last panelist, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna tell you, between Lisa and Donna on this panelist, they're the behind the scenes, make it happen, ladies. The beautiful flyers that you see, Donna has created all of that. The editing for the videos, Donna has created all of that. Donna has actually been with our company longer than I have, so longer than 15 years, because Donna was, John, I like Johnny telling that story because he remembers, like, specifically, Donna, how we met.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. We were actually in an airport in Dallas, Texas, and we were getting onto the train, and all of a sudden I opened up the doors, and this young lady sitting right in front of me, like, oh, she's actually with Juice Plus, and she's
a senior leader.
Yeah, so she was the very first senior leader that I ever met with the company. We got a chance to talk.
That look like us.
Yeah, and take that train around. So she has been a friend with us our entire time, and it's just been helpful. And she'll tell you part of her journey as well. But she is just, like Beverly's talked about, the behind the scene, the guts, the nuts and bolts. That's to really put a lot of this together to make sure it happens and never get that out. So
senior sales coordinator. And again, if you're new on the line, don't worry about the titles. Just know it's upper leadership levels. And she's in Northern Virginia, and we've been able to hang out with her and her husband too, and it's just been awesome. Yeah, I'm just loving it. So Donna, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Beverly and Johnny, and I just ditto all that's been said already. So I'm Donna Merritt, and I am a wife and mompreneur of 3 young adults. I'm a former Fortune 500 lead marketing graphics designer, and I own my own design company. And I'm currently, thanks to this wonderful opportunity, am a certified health coach. And yes, 20 years ago, I was a stressed out superwoman wannabe, and my family and I were plagued with a host of illnesses, from hidden mold in our home, okay? Our kids were sickly with fevers. My husband had allergies and other health issues, and I was just all off keel. And I really, personally, I hit rock bottom when I had 2 miscarriages in 1 year. So within 24 hours of praying for something, I met someone on a plane who told me about these awesome plant powders. So, you know, you just never know how this can come into your life. So when I learned about the awesome research and all the health benefits that were proven, it just made sense to get on it right away. So we all did. But we also added good habits like drinking more water, getting more sleep, trying to stress less, and exercising. All those things played a part, as well as eating whole food, definitely upping the exercise. And all of that really helped to not only help us recover, but get healthier. And we welcomed a new baby into the family who is grown up with all of this nutrition and just graduated from high school, I must say. So at first, I just, like, as you've heard, just wanted a discount for the products, for the family. But as I was sharing our journey, others wanted to experience this for themselves, and they joined me in this wonderful, supportive, health conscious community, which actually caused my own personal and professional growth to just take off. Okay, so really, y'all, I believe I was created to do good works, okay, which God prepared in advance for me to do. And this mission right here of inspiring healthy living around the world helps me do just that, but on a much larger scale than I could have ever imagined. Through the awesome resources we got here, and I'm able to just empower people to overcome personal and physical and other challenges that they have so that they can thrive in their purpose, which is what's happened for me. Now, y'all know this is so urgent right now, right? Especially as, like Josephine mentioned, we've got oppressed communities where fear, hopelessness, scarcity are just the diet of the day. And this is all over the world, right? So I let people know that they have options, okay? They have options that bring physical, financial peace of mind so that they can say yes more often to the people and the causes that they care about. I'm so grateful to be part of this awesome community right here with these people and so many others like us.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, join us. So we usually have our amazing closer, Dewana Scantleberry, who is marketing in our company at the corporate level. And we have just so many dynamic things happening at this point in the company. She could not be with us tonight, and that's okay. And then we were going to show the Come Join Us video. And if you haven't seen that video, you definitely need to ask the person who invited you to have them tell you where that video is so that you can see that video, okay? But what I wanted to close with really quick, right, is some awesome stats that we learned from the company a couple of months ago. And this is just the past 8 months of literally this year, 2020. And it has been the absolute best year in the company's history. You have to understand $100 million increase in sales over the past 8 months, okay? And each month surpassing the month before, and we're continuing to do that. 200,000 new families using our nutrition products. You heard Daryl mentioned a Healthy Sources Family, where we pay for children to get the product for free. We have 25,000 new active field partners that joined this year. That's phenomenal, y'all. 1 million plus servings of Juice Plus Complete given to the Children's Hunger Fund. You heard how we give money to these organizations. Absolutely more, and we love the Tower Gardens. More Tower Gardens sold in the first 4 months of 2020 than all of 2019. Y'all, Tower Gardens, that's where it's at for us. And then not one Juice Plus employee had to be furloughed or let go this year, not one. That is pretty huge. And guess what? The best is yet to come. And we, as a collective whole, are beyond proud of all the impact that we are making each and every month. And so the question then becomes, so why are we still here?
Yeah. It's a great opportunity, like I said, for the family to just say yes, to help one another out. As you got a chance to listen to all the panelists, you realize there's a variety of backgrounds, variety of challenges and paths to even get us to this particular point. You know, whereas even through our journey is a little different than even the ones you've heard thus far. But we realize we're making impacts to people's lives. And this is a great way to have a plan B, where many people don't often have that opportunity or that option. And so, especially in the way the things are going now, we want to make sure that, you know, we are solvent. We want to make sure that we have the ability to continue to move on. And so this is just a great reason.
Yep. So 15 years later, we're saying yes. We continue to say yes because we are dreamers and we are dreaming big, and we have accomplished goals that we set out to accomplish, because I am a national marketing director with the company, first African-American female to do that, which is amazing. And again, if you're new to the call, the title's wonderful. You just know that that's senior leadership. And Johnny just made senior sales coordinator. So it's really exciting, y'all. And we will tell you that you heard the stories. This company has just not provided us health wealth, okay, but absolutely financial wealth, time, flexibility, and it is very real. I hope that's what you hear from all of us tonight, and know that we want to help you. So lock arms with us. Get absolutely with the person who invited you to this call tonight. Yeah, of course, it's recorded. And so this was the last one of the year. And I'm going to miss you all, because next year we're going to go into quarterly. So you'll just stay tuned. And we're going to do once every 3-4 months, so that we stay relevant and we stay connected, inspiring healthy living around the world. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And we love you.
Take care.